Hello parents, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is just a little video about what I'm going to be asking you to do to help support your child and help support me to support your child, all right? One of the most important things that your child can do right now is to read. If the more your child reads, the better reader he will become. That's all there is to it. If you want to get better at reading, you got to read. So I'd like to share with you this little graph here that I found that I think is really, really important. Okay, let's look over at, we're going to go backwards this time. We're going to start over here. Okay, so this says student C reads 1 minute per day. So that's 180 minutes per school year and about 8,000 words per year. Okay, not bad, reading 8,000 words per year. Let's look at student B. Now this student reads for 5 minutes a day. Okay, and that would be 900 minutes per school year and 282,000 words per year, just by reading 5 minutes a day. What I'm asking you to do is to let your child or help your child read for 20 minutes a day. Let's see what happens on this graph when they read for 20 minutes a day. Okay, 20 minutes a day. In a school year, they would have read 3,600 minutes. And in the year, they would have read 1,800,000 words per year. And you can see by the visuals here what a difference it is. So a little bit will really, really add up. So it is so important that you have your child read every single day. I should be sending things home for them to read. If it's too easy, that's okay. Right now we're reviewing different sounds, and it's just good practice to get them to practice coming to you every day to have to read something to you. All right? So one of the things that they're going to be reading to you is any books that I send home. Okay, any books that I send home that they should be able to read to you. We will have read them together. Should be easy. Again, these are easy. They will get harder. Okay? The second thing will be we do something called zip strips. Okay? And we're going to be going and finding different words, different word patterns, different phonics patterns. So we're going to be working on those together. When we are done, I'm going to ask your child, later, read it to your parent. Okay, so they should be able to read this to you. Hopefully they can read it without the picture cues. Okay, you can go ahead and have them read it all the way down, all the way back up. They should be reading it fairly quickly. Okay, there will be, most of these have 4 sides. Some of them are 4 lists. Some of them only have 2, but this one has this one with a short E. It has this one with a short I. It has this one with a short O, and it has this one with the short U. So they will have read that to you every single day, or what you can ask, did you do a zip strip today? Or you can say, bring me your zip strip from yesterday, and go ahead and have them read it to you. Okay, it's just different. As I said, it'll get harder and harder because our phonics patterns and our sounds are going to be getting more difficult. But if they're used to doing it when it's easy, it shouldn't be that hard as it gets more and more challenging. Okay. Also, the other thing that is really, really important is their sight words. Okay, and that is what this ring was. I will be testing everyone on what sight words they know, but by the end of 2nd grade, there are a few hundred sight words that they need to know. And that means words that they can see and say. Okay, they don't sound them out, they don't guess what they are, they have to know them very, very well. So something you can do is ask them to read you their sight word cards every single day. All right, so they should just be able to go through, they should be able to go through them very quickly. And if they don't know something, just go over it with them, and then they read it again. Okay, so for example, if your child were reading this to you, they would be going he, you, to, it, and on. They would not be going as, a, the. Okay, sight words are things you know by sight and can say very quickly off the top of your head. As I keep testing your child and as I know that they're done with these words, I'm going to go ahead and give them more words to put on the ring. And they'll get more and more and more words until we're through with the vocabulary that is needed for 2nd grade. Actually, that's not true. If your child were to get through all of the 2nd grade vocabulary, 2nd grade sight words, I would be giving him the 3rd grade sight words. If he or she gets through all of those, I'll be giving the 4th grade sight word. There's no reason to stop or to limit your child. But what we need to do in the beginning is to make sure they're reading these all the time. You can have them read them to you anytime, when the baby's taking a bath, when you're getting ready for dinner, when you're waiting in the car for someone. If you'd like, just let me know and I will go ahead and give you a lanyard so your child can actually wear these when you go out and flip through them and practice. All right? So these sight words are very, very important as well. What I need you to do is go ahead and, excuse me, sorry, that was upside down, is to go ahead and record it in this book. Okay, it'll be a reading and communication log. Now we have the A. When you give this to me, you will have the B. What you need to do every day is just to write the date. And here it says SW cards. And all that is did you go over the sight word cards? Did your child read the sight word cards that day? It's just kind of a reminder for you because hopefully they will have done it every day. So you make a check mark. Then you're going to write the name of what they read and go ahead and put your initials by it. If they read one of these, we call them zip strips, okay? You can just write down zip strip and then initial it. Anything that they read in a day should be written down. If they read 3 things, 5 things, 7 things, you can go ahead and write it down unless you get tired of writing it down. Then you can just write down a few things a day. So it's so important that I see that they're reading every day, and that's something that I really need you to help with. I'm working on getting them to read well, and they need to be practicing, so that will be your job to help them practice. All right? At the end of the 2 weeks, you're going to go ahead and put this in their pouch and send it to me, and I'll be giving you a new one back. One of the things I'm really trying to do with your second grader is to help them be independent. I know you're busy. I know you have a lot of things to do, a lot of things on your mind, so your second graders should be able to do a lot of this on their own. So after we've done work or we've done something, I will ask them to put it in their pouch. So they are responsible for getting it into their pouch so that when I get it back in 2 weeks, I will know what they've done. Okay, so your responsibility, that what I'm asking you to do, is to make sure that their reading log gets in their pouch and their notebook gets in their pouch, all right? And then any of the work that they've already done. And then I will give you new work. But I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this, and more than anything, I appreciate you taking the time to help your student practice. I can teach, and I can try as hard as I can, but I can't be at their home to help them practice. And that's something that's really, really important. Okay, so I think that's about it. I just wanted to talk to you about this, and this. And hopefully you understand really the importance of having your child read. If there's no one at home to listen to your child, or grandma doesn't speak English, she can still listen to them read. Okay, they can read to the fish. They can read as long as they're reading, preferably out loud, so that you know if they're making mistakes, as long as they're reading every day. That's what's really important. Another thing in this real quick is if you have any questions for me, go ahead and feel free to write them down here, and I'll get back to you. You won't get this back for 2 weeks, so if it's a really important question or an immediate question, please go ahead and email me. And you have 2 email addresses for me that you can email. And that's it. So I hope that you're on board, and I hope that we can just do a great job for your child. We can be a great team and help them come through this year, just have learned so much and be very, very good readers. All right? Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.